I'm also wearing shorts.
People come in here in my office and I'm in sweats. And my moderators are all like, I'm like, are you hot? I don't know why my moderators always wear shorts in here. Is it because I keep it so hot?
Your house is hot.
My house is hot. I don't. Hello, New Zealand. I'm going to be over in your neck of the woods. Well, I don't know. Is Italy close to New Zealand? Look at my map here. No.
That's a big old no.
Where is New Zealand? I'm so confused on my geography. Where's New Zealand?
No, Australia. Is it by Australia?
We are so confused here in our geography in this office. Where is New Zealand? Let me see. Look at us dumb Americans. We're like, where's New Zealand? By Australia. It is
I was
by
right.
Australia.
Ha!
Okay, so one of us dumb Americans. Hello everyone at the bottom of Australia. No, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be over in the Europe area twice this year. I'm going to, where am I going? I'm going to Scotland and England in July, and then I'm going to Italy in September. That's so American. I know. At least we admit it. You know what? At least we admit it. We admit we're stupid on geography. England is so beautiful. You know, I haven't been, but I'm going for a week-long trance class. And I'm constantly, as a medium, I never want to feel like I've made it. I'm always trying to, thank you. I'm always trying to better my skill set, make sure I'm the best I can be. And so I'm going to Arthur Findlay College over there. It's like the Harvard of mediumship. And I'm taking a trance class. That's in July. And then it's me and a friend taking it. And then my husband and daughter is going to meet us over there. And we're going to go up through Scotland. He's going to drive us. Because Christy does not drive over in Europe because, you know, they're on the opposite side of the roads than us. And it's just all so confusing to me. It just really is. And then answering questions. I will do, I'm going to do mediumship first. I'm feeling great. I'm going to do mediumship and then we'll roll into, how long have you been a medium? You know, I've been a medium for most of my life. I only started my business a few years ago. How old is my business? Like 3 years or something. But, you know, we moved around a lot. Military just wasn't conducive. Homeschooled, it was not conducive to having a business. So once we settled down, my husband retired. You know what? We just made the reservations yesterday, multiple times. Opposite side of the road. You know, when we went to Ireland last year, we met a couple of, and they knew it. Like when we picked up our rental car, they were like, so many people pop the tires on those rental cars because when you're on the opposite side of the road, you don't realize how close to the curb you are. And we met several other Americans there who had. My husband didn't. He didn't bust any tires, thank goodness. But we met several Americans who had. And then, you know, they were talking about how big our roads are. I was like, I know the roads are so tiny, and it's just a lot. Okay, I know you all are here for readings. Let me stop talking about my vacations. I know. You know what? I wasn't even driving. My husband was driving. I was like super scared just riding. The interstates are good. Like they're not called interstates. They're called something else. But their main roads are like our interstates are fine, plenty of space, all that. But then when you get into those towns and you have those small roads, oh my goodness. It is just crazy. Ireland was so beautiful. So we're starting out in England, just darting up to Scotland, doing around that, and we're ending in Bath. So, no, I didn't even, someone says, sorry, I didn't even realize you were asking more than one question. I was just glancing up. I wasn't even catching who was asking questions. Do I do private? I'm assuming you're talking private readings. Yes. So, let me show y'all, because I know y'all want to know. I know y'all want to see this, right? I know y'all do. And vacations are important talk. I know. I felt like it's been so long. You know, there was COVID. There was me being sick. There was all these things that kept me from traveling. So, okay. So if you go to my profile page, you see I'm the one with like how many followers do I have? 36,000. That's only me. Other people, no. There's some scammers out there. And if you click on the link right here to go to my website, it takes you to my website. And then a little thing's gonna pop up. You can sign up for my newsletter if you would like. And then you want to go down to where you want to book a reading. You click on the hamburger, you know how there's a hamburger over here. You can get to readings a couple of different ways. You can go to mediumship readings, or you can go to book now. We're going to go to book now. Both of those will take you to how to book. But, you know, it's just correct. And then there's all the options. I mean, if you keep scrolling, you'll see everything I offer. But this top option is mediumship. So you want to go to details. And it takes you to, see, there's February, nothing open in February. I guess so, because today is the last month, right? So then you pop over to March. I just opened up March 21st, so that's the reason there's openings there. I just opened up more readings on that day. So then you would click the day, whatever time you want, and then you fill it out, you fill all this out, you fill out the information, and then it takes you to book. That's pretty much it. And then once you book, you get a Zoom link immediately. And then you get a Zoom link 3 days before and then the day before. So I'm sure y'all wanted to know all that information, right? It's important though, because websites are confusing sometimes. So I don't want mine to be confusing. You've been hearing whispers? Yes. So if you hear whispers around you, that is absolutely a spirit. Now, that's called clairaudience, clear hearing. You can get that a couple of different ways. That's called, what you're hearing when you hear whispers around you, it's called a disembodied voice, which I know is a weird term for it. It sounds icky. It really isn't. It just means they're out. I hear them in my head. Sometimes I will hear things outside my head, but when I'm doing readings, I just hear them in my head. Yes, you know what? Now, you said you keep answering. If you want to know what that spirit wants from you, do something called automatic writing. Sit down with a piece of paper, and you just sit quietly, and you ask, you know, what do you want to say to me? And then just write what comes to you. Don't judge it, just write it. And that's called automatic writing. All right, should we start with spirit led, or do you have someone?
Jamie. She wants her husband. I cannot pronounce her husband's name. That's that.
So,
it's like
can you give me a... What is it?
NYG something. I don't remember.
Nig?
I don't know. She's going to have to tell you.
Okay, so Miss Jamie on here. Jamie, I'm going to try to read your husband, but my moderator cannot pronounce his name, and neither can I. It's NYG something.
WYNN.
Oh, when?
That's not what it said.
That's not what it said in the beginning?
NYUGEN is pronounced when.
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
NYUGEN. That's why yep.
Very good, Miss Wen. Thank you.
Words.
Okay, so this guy stepping up is just laughing, beautiful smile, I mean, brilliant smile. And he's laughing about that because apparently he had a nickname where he's making me feel like no one ever called him his name. They were always getting it wrong. He's also letting me know that, you know, Jamie, you had, you never knew how to pronounce that word, yes. Jamie, he's telling me that I don't know what he's talking about. This is one of those things, how many followers did she have? That you tried to save him. She kept saying...
74.
74?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. My moderator already looked. I was about to make you go live. She knew. You tried saving him. I kept hearing she tried saving me. And he knows the great effort you went through to try to save him. He's also showing me, did y'all ride bikes together, or did y'all have a time on a vacation where y'all rode a bike together? He's showing me y'all are riding a bike, but it looks like y'all are in one of those We've ridden those before. You know, when you can have multiple people on a bike and you are just laughing, and he's saying that you're not really pulling your weight riding this bike.
Yes, bikes.
I don't know what he is talking about on. So I don't know if he would leave you in the dust, and then he makes me feel like you start laughing, like you're laughing because he's leaving you behind or you're not keeping up, whatever. And then that just makes it even worse because you're laughing, so then you're not. And he is saying that he used to love to hear you laugh. Your laughter just always made him smile. Even if he thought that, even if he tried to be irritated with you, he just couldn't, he's saying, because your laughter was just, I'm hearing tinkling. It was just sparkly. That's a good word for your laughter. He is also saying, he's showing me Jamie, who around him, or you, has let's look as a golden retriever, a Irish setter, that kind of dog. It's like this light brown with a long hair. He's referencing a dog like that. He's also saying that he messes with that dog.
My friend Johnny.
Oh, your friend Joni has that kind of dog? Mm-hmm. So sometimes people, I knew it wasn't you, I could tell it was someone around you. A lot of times people will ask, well, why is he messing with a dog of someone he didn't know that well? And it's because he can.
And then she said my daughter, so I wonder if they both have.
If you are around people, spirits are around them. And then they will, if they see that a dog can see them, they'll just start messing with the dog. So just tell them that if their dogs are doing weird things, it's because he's messing with them. He's also showing me, no one has a curse on them, honey. Curses are not a thing. The only thing that can feel like a curse is if you get those negative thought circles going in your head and you feel like that everything is, woe is me, and you start spiraling down, which creates a lot of anxiety. But please do not believe there is a curse, and don't try to pay anyone any money to get rid of it. That's not a thing. Okay. Thank you, Miss Jamie, for letting me read your win. Thank you, thank you. He is saying, he also is saying, Jamie, that he messes with the wind chimes. I knew I kept hearing this tinkling noises. Like, what is that? It sounds like a wind chime. He's the one who messes with them. Okay, so I'm hearing Bobby. Is that it? Bobby? But it's two names, like Bobby Joe. Yes, outside the window. Yes, very good. Thank you. I knew I was like, he was leaving. He's like, he wouldn't leave. He just kept making me hear this tingling noise. I was like, okay, what am I missing with this? It's the wind chime. So just know when he sets those off and there's not a reason for it, that's him. He's always around you. Okay, so I'm hearing this name, but I'm hearing the two name, like Bobby Joe. It is a female. And she is very, she had this beautiful dichotomy to her personality where she could be this rough and ready, not rough and ready, that's not the right word. She could be very tomboyish. That's a better way of putting it. She could be very tomboyish, but at the same side, she could get dressed up and be down for the party. She loved horses. She's letting me know. She rode. She didn't just love horses, she rode horses. She also is saying that she got injured on those horses one time. I mean, she recovered. That's not what killed her. She recovered, but she was showing me, and she still went right back to riding. I felt her getting thrown. It feels like she messed up her shoulder or something, and then she went right back to riding. She had hair, I didn't even catch this on, that she had to, like she would pull back So she had longer hair because she was always pull it back when she was out riding. Okay, so, oh, and her hair was kind of the color of my daughter's, like a light brown, dark blonde, that color. All right. So let me recap and see if anyone can take this lady. If she is yours, please put a yes in the comments. I'm hearing the name like Bobby Joe, Billy Joe, something like that. If she is, and she is a female, she is a tomboy. She would have that great personality of she could be a okay, horse chick. Okay, Miss Horse Chick, who is that to you? How many followers does Horse Chick have?
70.
Ah, Miss Horse Chick, we were going to get you going. All right, Miss Horse Chick, who is this to you? Are you nervous, Miss Horse Chick? Because I was
Auntie.
your auntie. Okay. You must be nervous because I was watching the screen, waiting for your name to come up, and I just had a wave of my heart started pounding like this. I was like, oh, Miss Horse Chick is excited and
Yes,
nervous. Yeah, I could feel it. Made my heart palpitate. So stop it. No, I'm teasing you. You know what? She is talking about Miss Horse Chick. You know, I was going to say I'm going to call you Horse, but that doesn't sound right either. That.
Lori.
Oh, okay, Miss Lori. Her name's Lori? Okay, Lori. Lori, your aunt is talking about there is someone in your family. You're like you're a peacemaker in your family. You're trying to keep people together and you're a peacemaker. But there is someone who you just really need to set up good boundaries with. Also, she's acknowledging that, I don't know if you know this, so we'll see if you can confirm or not. There's someone in your family who has a addiction problem. I was trying to put it nicely. I was struggling to find some different words to describe this, and your aunt was saying, "Girl, just say it. We don't beat around the bush in my family. We just say it." So when spirits step up and mention things like that, it's an acknowledgement they are around you and they see what's going on. This, I mean, it's always heartbreaking when someone's in an addiction, but there's people around this person that's really just beating themselves over the head and like trying to save him or them. It's just like they're not ready. They're not ready to be saved yet. She's also showing me, you know, Lori, I just love your heart. She is showing me, like, she made me feel what your heart is like. You just love people. You are constantly forgiving. You create beautiful space for people. I just love your heart. She's also telling me that she's the one who sends you the birds. And it doesn't, cardinals, but also it looks like a robin that she is showing me. It's not just a completely, looks like a robin. So when I say a spirit sends birds, it can't be one up in the sky, a mile away, around the corner. It's one that's flying up to your window or is looking at you every time you go outside. It's something like that.
The birds, oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right? She's doing that to let you see that she is around you and to show you support. You've been feeling kind of alone lately, and no, you're not alone. You've been feeling unsupported, is a better word. You've been feeling...
Raven.
Oh, what is that? What is that poem?
I don't know.
It's a Raven poem. I think it's called The Raven. Isn't that funny? So just know when you see those that is absolutely your aunt. And make sure you're keeping your boundaries up, because I feel like you start kind of second guessing yourself. Your aunt is saying that you put up boundaries, people make you feel guilty, and then you think, is it me? Am I the one in the wrong? No, you're not, honey. Keep your boundaries up. Thank you for letting me read your aunt. Thank you. All right. For those of you watching, I do have a class coming up starting March 15th. If anyone's interested in learning how to read spirit language for yourself, or you want to read for other people, that starts March 15th. It's the first class. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Lori. do we got next?
Tia, I don't know if she's still here. She was right before this last reading. She wants her mom. I just want to see if she's still here.
You don't know her mom's name?
No,
Okay.
she just said mom.
Okay. Miss Tia. Tia. Is that boy's mom or is that
Yep,
someone?
boy's mom.
Okay, very good. Boy's mom.
I was like, she was just here, and then she got quiet during the last readings. So she's
People,
still here.
well, because she was being polite.
I
Someone
know,
was
that's
getting
what I was
read, so
hoping.
she's being all polite. Okay,
That's
Miss Tia, let's see if we can get your mom going here. Oh my goodness, did your mom smoke, Tia? So, if it's not you, for those of you watching, when I start describing a spirit, like I think I'm calling up Tia's mom, I describe them because it's evidence. And if the evidence doesn't fit, we just figure out who it belongs to. And sometimes it happens where a spirit will step forward and, okay, your mom did smoke.
Oh my gosh, where's my phone at?
I don't know why that is so shocking to me. I think because she didn't look like she would have. Oh, you know what it is? Because she's in the kitchen smoking. Did your mom smoke in the house? Who does that? She is also showing me your mom was, I was about to say hardcore, but she wasn't.
Yes.
She did smoke in the house. Who does that? She was smoking in the kitchen. I was like, why do I find that so shocking? That's what it is. She's showing me cooking and smoking at the same time. She says to me, live a little. Like she's telling me I'm way too uptight. Tia, your mom, she's calling me. She says, I'm way too uptight. No, we can't be smoking in the kitchen. Oh, she's funny. Then she started singing that song, Smoking in the Boys' Room.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. She's completely she's like, smoking in the boys' room. You remember that song? It's old, like from the 70s or something. Hello everyone. Okay, Tia, your mom is showing me, I don't know what has happened recently that has brought her to the forefront. Not that she's far from your memories, but something has happened recently that has caused you to really be thinking about your mom. And when I asked her what it is, she's making me want to pull out a piece of paper or a book. So something has happened around a piece of paper or a book that has really made you start thinking about your mom lately, bringing her to the forefront. She is also, I thought someone had said something. Telling me, yes, okay, very good. Thank you for confirming. See, this is where I get nosy, and I want you to be right here so you can tell me exactly what's going on. See, that's why I like one-on-one readings. Because I get nosy and want it confirmed. Okay. Now, she's showing me that this piece of paper, this book that brought her to the forefront, and then you start wondering, where is she? Why haven't I felt her? And she wants me to tell you, I've said this to a lot of people, so if you've watched me go live before, you might have heard it, that when your spirits are around you all the time, sometimes you don't even recognize it. Like people will ask me, are spirits around you all the time? And then when I stop and drop, I was like, oh yeah, they are. But they're around me so much, I just don't think anything about it. And that's what your mom is. She's around you so much, and she's become part of your energetic vibration that you don't even feel a difference anymore. She also is showing me something has recently been spilled on your counter and it was dark. I don't know why she's showing me that. Oh, she said because she's right. I don't let spirits say, tell them I'm around them. They have to tell me how they're around you. They have to prove it. And she is showing me, okay, I see that. She's showing me that she's around you. Okay, see, I wanted to mention Trina Thompson, I want to thank you for subscribing. There is going to be, so this is going to be kind of confusing, and the syrup. Okay, oh my goodness, okay. Thank you for confirming that. So now for those of you listening, her mom was showing me something spilling on the counter that was dark, but I wanted to say coffee, and I knew that it wasn't coffee, so I was like, and then Tia just said it was syrup. Yuck, because then it's all sticky, and you have to keep cleaning it up. But when spirits step forward and mention things like that, it's just showing that they're around you. I don't let spirits step forward and I don't let them say, hey, just tell them I'm around them. They have to prove it. All right, thank you, Tia. Now, there is something coming up, and can you remove those tissues, please? My nose is running. Okay, sorry, rainy nose season here. Okay. Actually, it's got to where it's almost rainy nose season for me all the time. You're welcome, Miss Tia. So now, what I'm going to be doing, let me see if I can describe this, is in April 16th is going to be on Zoom, a subscription only thing. So now what you would do is you'll go to my website and subscribe and register for the Zoom. You have to be a subscription holder though, because I will be comparing people that register. You have to give me your TikTok handle when you register. There's a little tab that won't let you go any further until you register. Give me your TikTok handle. And then I close the registration the day before the event, and I will compare to make sure everyone that has registered for this Zoom, it's a free Zoom event. You just ask for a reading. These are free. The only time I ever accept any kind of payment is on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. All right, so I'll be sending out more information as it gets closer on the Zoom event, but I do want everyone to know that subscription holders will have the opportunity to have a free event that you'll register for on my website. There's a couple of steps when you go to register for it though, and it's just to make sure that, you're a subscription holder. You can go now and register if you want. It's just a little bit hard to find because I haven't plugged it into my website. It's just on my booking page. But if you go to book now and go all the way to the bottom, it's on there. And it's not until April 16th. It's first come, first serve. I am limiting the number of people, just so y'all know. And I'm also asking people, if you register and figure out that you can't attend, just cancel it, because since I'm limiting the number of people, I don't want people registering and then not coming. All right. Who you got? Oh, was that? Oh, no, you said.
I chose that one.
Okay, she chose that one. Let me do a spirit led now. Oh, Lordy. Okay, man. There is a young gentleman stepping up. How old were you, dude? I'm hearing 19. And his life was taken by someone else with a knife. Jesus. I'm not sure what words we can say on TikTok. I try to be very careful about that. His life was taken by someone else with a knife. I don't know. I'm always, I don't want to get banned or blocked, say I'm saying the wrong word. Y'all know who that is. Thank y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for whenever y'all share my live and give me hearts and stuff. I so appreciate that. It's so hard to get up in the algorithm of TikTok, and that helps so much. Okay. Say sharp thing.
Okay. With sharp thing.
Yeah. He was. This gentleman's life was taken by someone else with a sharp thing. All right. And he also has he's very funny. This guy was a straight up comedian because he's laughing and adding his own jokes. Okay. He was, this kid, he didn't really, I wanted to say he didn't run with a rough crowd, but he ran with all crowds. Like, he was one of these kids who just had friends across all. He was jocks, preppy, hoodlums. He could be hanging out with anyone. He is letting me know that the person that's on here, I'm hearing an H name around him. I'm not convinced it's his name, but I'm hearing, your friend. Okay, so your friend. Okay, now you are getting funny. And this guy finds it funny also, because someone said my friend Trevor, and she has a picture of a sharp thing. Okay, there is a H name around him, like a Haley, Hayden, something like that. All right, so let's see what we got here so far. We got so distracted because this guy is so funny, and then y'all got funny. Like, we all distracted here. Let me get back on.
Haley's her sister's name?
Okay, very good. And so she's her friend Trevor. Okay, very good. I think we're here with
Alivada.
Alivada.
She doesn't have her actual name on here.
Okay, I'm going to
They're
ask
Irish
you.
twins, and they hung out with the same people.
I'm going to ask you to go live. Alive. Ada. Let's see if she can go live.
She should be able
Let's see if she's going to accept. I don't think she's going to accept. I can't go live right now.
She's babies.
Her baby is sleeping. Okay. Okay. So I think we're here with Alive because she confirmed her friend was killed with a sharp thing. And I feel like she is very funny, just like her friend. Like, they have the same personalities. And then the H name is her sister, who is Haley. Okay, so he's referencing your sister. He's referencing this Haley person, which I think you said was your sister.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks about him a lot. She has such a heart. Haley has such a heart for other people. She's very empathetic, even though a lot of people don't know it. She kind of puts up, this shield. Am I supposed to say unalive because of the it'll get me in trouble if I don't? Thank you for sharing.
You're allowed to say unalived.
That's what I say. If I don't say unalive,
right.
then I'll get, yeah. Thank you for sharing my live and sending me the roses and the hearts and everything. I so appreciate it. It helps me in the algorithm. True about Haley. You know, he wants Haley to know that he did not suffer. It really bothers her, and she kind of plays that scenario over and over in her head that he suffered. He suffered. It like eats her alive. So just know that he did not. Oh, you already registered?
She's on top of it.
Man, Danny, it was, I just put it on my website. I'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so he's letting you know, he wants her to know that he did not suffer. Thank y'all.
She lives right by his memorial.
And passes it every day. Oh my goodness, no wonder he's in the forefront of her mind. He's showing me, so someone else is also registered. Moody, Marilyn has registered. Man, you people are on it. Okay.
3 people have registered.
So he's made something happen to Haley's car. This isn't it, but what he showed me is like something went off all of a sudden. Like the windshield wipers went for no reason. So tell her to pay attention the next time she passes that memorial for something to go off in her car, like the windshield wipers, the radio to glitch. She's going to make something happen to the car, and that's a sign that he's around. Also, Miss Alive, he is telling me that your baby, he's showing me you have 3 kids around you. I'm not convinced they're all 3 that yours, but the baby of the group, he can see him. Olivia, and he loves being around her. I know that he did not know her, and it does not matter.
I think her name is Olivia, not her name.
Oh, Olivia, that's your name. Thank you, because I much prefer calling you Olivia. He's around your baby, and he loves it. One of the first things I say to you whenever you come to me for a one-on-one reading, I say the same thing to everyone, is let go of who you think might step up. Just because you were not energetically connected to someone on earth doesn't mean once they pass, you're not connected. And so you were actually connected to this gentleman. And so since he hangs out with you, then he's going to hang out with your babies. And then they get connected. So thank you for letting me read him. I appreciate it. So I want to tell so if you are a subscriber of mine, if you subscribe, you can go to I haven't started advertising it big and heavy yet, but some of my subscribers apparently dug in my website. So whenever I add an event to my website, I have 2 components to my website because I'm sure y'all want to know how it works, right? There is my website, and then there is my booking system. They're separate entities. So when you click to book on my website, you're taken to my booking site. They're 2 separate entities. So to have something show up on my website, I have to physically put it on there and link it back to my booking page. Y'all got that? So this morning I was getting everything ready. You know, usually it's a multi-step process. I was getting this event ready. Then I have April 16th for my TikTok subscription holders. So if you are a subscriber on TikTok, you can go to my web page and book for this free Zoom event. But I haven't put the actual page on my web page yet. You can only get to it from the booking site. So you have to click to book now and go all the way down, and it's on there. And yeah, some people have already found it. You had to dig deep for that one. But if you're interested, you can go to my website and you click on book now, go all the way down to the bottom. You want me to show you? I'm sure you do. I need a new chair. This one's starting to bother me. Does anyone have any good ideas for an ergonomic chair? Okay, so you know how I took y'all to Book with Christy. Y'all had this booking page. Y'all go all the way down to the bottom. You see, look at all those things I offer. Look at that. We have, what do we have? We have hypnotherapy. We have soul plans. We have all kinds of junk. There's my class. There's the class.
So all the way at the bottom.
Yes, there is my last minute appointments. There it is, all the way at the bottom. Did y'all see that? But you do have to be a subscription holder because I will compare. And you have to be a subscription holder the day before the event. The event is April 16th. On April 15th, I will compare my subscribers to who has registered on that site for that event to make sure you're good to go. Oh, you're so sweet. So did you register? Baloo Bang, Billo Bang.
I said he's gonna have to go look.
Yeah, it's all, scroll all the way down. I don't have it linked to my site yet, but it is on my booking page. All right, who we got?
McKenna. I don't know if she's still on here. She was at the beginning.
I knew you were
Her
going to
mom.
choose her.
Her mom.
All right, Miss
Sandy.
McKenna.
Sandy.
I knew you were, my moderator was going to choose. She's saying, shh, I'm going to tell you her name.
Mom.
Her name is McKenna.
It's spelled different. K.
Is it spelled different? I thought it was.
M-C-K.
Oh, yours is M-C-K. Hers is M-A-K.
Yeah, she's McKenna J.
Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. I have to get out of my head now because it said McKenna for the mom. And so now I have to think of, this is one of those things, so this is something we learn in my class. And I want to bring it up. Because if you ever go to a medium who says, oh, yeah, no, I don't have an ego. Everyone has an ego. Just like McKenna, my daughter, said McKenna's mom. So now all I can think about is, oh, my goodness, what if I love my daughter? You know, all I can think about is me. So let me see if I can get, that's when you get your ego out of the way. You put yourself to the side and tap into spirit. Okay, McKenna, your mom is showing me, she keeps making me want to push my hair up. Was your mom always fussing with her hair? I just feel like I need to push my hair up. She's also showing me that she had an illness where she went downhill. Oh, she is the grandma, but you called her mom. Mom. I love that. Okay, mom. That's why she feels so old. I was like, man, she must have had you late in life. Okay, she's showing. Also, she is showing me that. You know, I thought it was my chair that was bothering me, but no, she is making my back hurt. She had hip and back problems towards the end of her life. I thought it was me. No, it's her. She's also was very concerned about other people. She spent some time in either a hospital or a nursing home towards the end of her life, and she showed me always being concerned. She had sciatica problems. So do I. Hello, Holly. But I just found this person who does myotherapy massages. Oh my goodness! If anyone has any problems, hospital. She was always concerned about those nurses. She's showing me those nurses coming in. She knew them by name. She was always asking them, "How are you, honey? How are you?" Again, my McKenna. You see, my McKenna is having. She's like, oh my goodness, they're my favorite. She works in a nursing home, and she loves those people when she goes into the room, and they're like, how are you, honey? How's your day? She was always so concerned about other people. She's also showing me that she left a lot of things for people to get, they had to go through, like towards the end of her life, but she was helping. So she knew that she was coming towards the end of her life because I hear her helping people go through things in her house. Like, take that, get the pictures, take this. And she didn't have things that were worth a lot of money, but she definitely knew the sentimental value of things. McKenna, she is also telling me, she's making me smell some cologne, and I thought it was hers. But she's actually telling me it is yours. You've recently either started wearing cologne again or started wearing a new kind, and she wants you to know that it smells good. Now, why do spirits bring up little things like your cologne? It's proof that they are around you. If you've watched me read, I don't let spirits step up and say, hey, tell them I'm around. They have to prove it. And also, McKenna, there is something that you've been thinking about pursuing. I feel like there is a dream I need to pursue, but I need to...
She always used to talk about my perfume.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenna, for... I just got a... You're on my iPad, and I just got a message, which I want to address here in a second. That's in... Where am I going, Tucson? Okay. So when spirits, like Kenna just said, I'm sorry, I call my daughter Kenna sometimes, and here was calling you Kenna.
Her name on TikTok is Kenna Jade, so.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Kenna Jade. When spirits bring up, you know, you said she always used to talk about your cologne. When spirits step up, they always talk about those small memories, those things that are going to make you smile and think about their time together, and those just sweet memories. They don't talk about the big trips and all of that. They just talk about those sweet everyday moments. And she's also telling me to tell you to pursue your dreams. There's something you've been thinking about doing.
They buried her today, and she put on her favorite scent.
You buried your mom today? Wow. This goes back to the other day. I was at a small group and they asked me how quickly can I talk to spirits immediately. I can even talk to them if they are in a coma. Now, the waiting period, like Kenna is fine. She would have been fine coming for a reading. She has processed it. It was something she was expecting, like she was expecting to some point bury her grandmother. So she probably would have been fine coming for a reading immediately. And of course, she's processing it fine now. But the waiting period, if you ever hear there's a waiting period before you get a reading, it's not for the spirit. It's for you to be able to process. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kenna, for letting me read your mom. And thank you, Marilyn, and who else? Allison, for y'all's kind words. I appreciate it. Okay, so as I was on, I just felt like this is something I needed to talk about because I got the message while I was on here. I am in Tucson, Arizona. There is a small group going on. I don't know if anyone here is from the Tucson area. Oh, it's actually in Oro Valley, but close to Tucson. On March 26th, I'm going to be there doing a small group. Someone is putting it on, and she does need a couple of more people if y'all are interested in joining that small group. It's going to be in Oro Valley at 1 o'clock. So how small groups work, at least for the way this lady wanted hers set up, is you get a 15-minute one-on-one reading plus gallery time, and it is $45. So if you're interested in attending that, let me know. This lady is having it in a meeting room, so you're not going to someone's house. Usually people have small groups in their house, but because, you know, it's going to be some people that she doesn't know and y'all don't know her, so she's having it at a like a meeting place. Also, if you are in the Phoenix area, is Phoenix, Arizona in the house? Phoenix, Arizona? I have a spot available for a small group for, what is that Friday before? Friday before March 26th, the 24th. So on March 24th, late morning to early afternoon, there is a spot if someone wants to host a small group. So if you want to host a small group and you're in, so it'd have to be like you and, you know, Usually around 7 is my minimum for a small group. So if y'all are interested, message me. We'll set that up. All right. You know, I was going to do more traveling around the States, but then I ended up doing the Scotland thing and Italy, and I will definitely be doing. You have on the 20th. Oh, yuck. Well, my small, it's going to be on the 24th is the day of the 24th is the slot I have open if someone wants to do one in Phoenix, Arizona. 24th, late morning, early afternoon. It's a Friday. All right. Was that me or you? That was you, right?
It was me. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see who we got going on here. I'm hearing Uncle Fred. So, what is your cost for a small group? It's according to I'll go to the Tucson one. If you want to go to the Tucson one, email me at ChristyGodwin11 at Gmail, and so I can put you in touch with the person putting it on, and you know where you're going and all of that. The cost for a small group is according to how you put them on. If you go, there's 2 options. If you go with the option where everyone gets a 15-minute one-on-one reading, and those are kind of private, and they're 15 minutes, and then there's gallery time, which is kind of like this, except there's a lot less people. That's $45. If you just want gallery, which is everyone in one room, kind of like this, except there's a lot less people, so you're more likely to get a reading, that's $35, and there's no limit on that. On these ones where everyone gets a one-on-one, I usually limit it to about 10 or 11 people, just because of the time that everyone has to wait for people to get their one-on-one reading, if that makes sense. All right. I'm hearing Uncle Fred, but get in the mindset of this Frank. He is showing me that he had gotten very thin towards the end of his life, and it had to do with his illness. He had cancer. I'm feeling it was, don't hang your hat on this. I think I heard pancreatic, but I know two friends.
She's been saying this since you said Fred, so I'm waiting for you to give more details. So
okay, Miss Amby, listen up and see if it's yours. Okay, I'm hearing pancreatic, but if you say, oh no, everything else fits, but it was some other kind of cancer, I could go with that. But I heard pancreatic, prostate, something like that. Okay, I'm hearing that he got thin. He is also showing me that he kind of lived.
Sounds like it's hers.
Oh, she said yes. Okay, Miss Amby, let's see here. How many people
Amber
you got?
is her name.
Oh, Miss Amber. I was going to make you go live. You don't have enough people. All right. You're free. Because I'm not going to make you show up on my screen. Okay. Amber, he's talking about, he kind of lived a different lifestyle, and I'm not quite sure what he is talking about. He just didn't check society's boxes. He was going to do everything, he was just going to do everything his way. Also, he wants you to know that he is in spirit with someone else who served in the military. So y'all must be wondering if he's with, I'm hearing, if he's with his dad or a brother, someone like that. But anyway, he is with the person who is a male that served in the military. He wants y'all to know that.
Yes, truck driver with free peace.
Oh, okay. He was going to kind of do his own thing. He loved that freedom. He loved that freedom of being able to come and go and do what he wanted. All right. Amber, he is referencing that you have been, like your car has been making a noise, and no, he's not making it make a noise. It's just proof that he is around you. He was your ex-father-in-law. Y'all would be amazed at how many times ex-father-in-laws and things like that come through. He also wants you to know, like, you didn't realize just how proud he was of you while he was on. Oh, yours did too, Ashford. Yeah, ex-father-in-laws, they do. I mean, those ex-mother-in-laws, the exes, they come through. Once you're connected to them, they're connected to you. He wants you to know how proud he is of you because you have gone through, he's showing me 2 significantly bad times in your life where you basically had to start over. He shows me where you had kind of built this life for yourself and the rug is pulled out from under you and you're basically starting over. That's happened to you twice completely and a third time a little bit.
Yes.
And how proud he is of you because, girl, nope. Reminds me of that, oh gosh, I was just listening to it on my YouTube. Was that Wonder Woman movie? I mean, song. What is that Wonder Woman song?
What?
The Wonder Woman song. Or,
No idea.
anyway, reminds me of that song. You're fierce. He's saying you are fierce. But you know what is so beautiful about you, Amber, is that you've gone through a lot. You know, and a lot of people will get harsh or bitter. You haven't. You have just continued to have empathy and love for others. Unstoppable. Thank you, Kara. That is it. Unstoppable. Thank you, Miss Kara. Kara, you're like my backup person on here. When I can't think of something, Kara always, she comes in clutch like that for me. Always telling me. Thank you, Kara. You know, Amber,
She tries.
you do a good job. You do better than try. You bring it. You bring it home. You do a good job. Also, I was about to move on to someone else, and your ex-father-in-law said real quick about you are
My pleasure.
about to get I was going to say a promotion. I'm not quite sure. I'm feeling a transition at your job that's going to come with a little bit more money. I don't know if it's promotion, but it's more responsibility and it's more money. All right. Thank you, thank you. All right, y'all want to do some psychic?
I wrote some down. I've been
Oh.
writing them down since we started this.
My moderator has
So.
been writing down some psychic. So let's see if we can get this
Other
going.
corner, other side.
Okay. Ashley, is she going to get out of her marriage soon? I do not feel that. I do not feel like you getting out of your marriage soon. Danny, birth mom, or her birth mom and her are going to have a strong relationship? You know, I see that is going to be a gradual thing, Danny. I see that y'all are both going to try. You both have a tremendous love and respect for each other. There's always going to be a little bit of something off in that relationship, but I would call it strong. I just don't think it's going to. There's always going to be something in it that doesn't quite fit, but it's still going to have a lot of love and respect. Please cherish it. Okay, Kay, will I find a house we love? I do feel you finding a house that you're going to love. I do feel that, Kay. Okay, Krissa. Sean, future husband? I do not feel Sean being your future husband, but I do feel like you're going to find one that you are very happy with. Steph. Is she asking if cancer is going to come back?
Yes, if her cancer.
Cancer scan, is it going to come back clear? I do feel it coming back clear. You know, as y'all know, I just finished radiation and I kind of forgot. I don't even think about that. Like, it was so far in my rearview mirror. Like, I finished radiation last week and I forgot, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be having like this other medicine and this other test. And so I was calling today to get that scheduled. I was like, I finished radiation. I was just like, done. I'm done with this. No more. I was like, oh, yeah, I do kind of keep having to have, unfortunately, things done. Okay. Mima, will my possible long distance grow? I'm thinking relationship. Will her possible long distance relationship grow? You know, I don't feel that growing. And I also feel like whoever that is not being completely honest with you about something.
Alexandria, will Matt come back to visit again?
Alexandria wants to know if Matt's going to come back to visit again. And that's one of the strongest no's I've gotten in a while. What's up with that? What's he doing that he's not supposed to be doing, that he can't come visit? You check that boy out. I am asking you. You're pretty intuitive yourself. Thank you for the birds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Alino Tina, I was a widow at 47. Will I find love again and marry again? You will, honey. Okay, let's break it down though. Do I see her falling in love in 2023? 2024? I do see I see next year. I see next year. Okay, the first half of next year. More towards the middle to the end.
Mystery Girl Radio. Will my sister make an effort to fix our relationship?
Yes. Mystery Girl wants to know if her sister's going to make an effort to fix their relationship. I do feel like she will. All right, but it's going to be a little while. Like, your sister's a little bit hard-headed. She's used to you being the first one to make, like, you're always the one that puts out the effort. And for whatever reason, I felt like you're like, done. This is on her this time. And so she was, when she realizes you're not going to reach out, then she will. All right, Trina Thompson, does my ex-husband hate me? You know, I feel like that he has some dislike for you, but it's not about you. He thinks it's about you, but it's more about him. If you know that, you know, when you reflect back to someone something that they don't like in themselves, it's on them.
Stacy, will I get a promotion?
Ooh, Stacy wants to know if she's going to get a promotion. I do feel you getting a promotion, Stacy, and this is just one of several.
I'm moody. Will my daughter get over her addiction?
I'm moody. Will my daughter get over her addiction? You know, I do feel like she will. It's going to be a long road, and I feel it's going to... I feel like she's already tried before, and it hasn't worked out. And I feel like it's going to be like the third time out. I just dropped a podcast on, it was a lady talking about her addiction story. It's very interesting because she was a stay-at-home mom, and not someone you would think, you know, a stay-at-home mom, took care of her kids, all of that, and how that pressure, to, like one drink led to another drink. Y'all should go listen to it. She has a beautiful story. It's on my YouTube channel and on podcast outlets. Spiritual Talk with Christy Godwin and friends. Take it.
Hope really wants to know if her friends and her will get a new job.
Hope wants to know, will my friends and I get a new job? I do feel like y'all getting a new job. Stephanie, will my scans come back? Will my scans be negative? Yes, and that's the only time I like negativity, when it comes to scans. What you got?
I just saw it, sorry. Ash. We'll just go with Ash. She said, will I find love and get married again?
Ash wants to know if she's going to find love and get married. What?
Nothing.
Right, you will. Not for a while. Ash, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. You are going to find love and get married. Okay, Jen, I strongly believe that my stepdad... Oh, my goodness. I wish I read this before I read it. You'll get me in it. I strongly believe that my stepdad forged my grandfather's and mother's wills. Am I right? Well, I'm feeling strongly that you are correct, Jen. Can you have can you do handwriting analysis on him? I just had a spirit drop in a piece of paper, and there's a signature on it, and he was showing me someone looking at it with a magnifying glass. So can you do that? Can you have a handwriting analysis done on it? All right. Kelly, what job do you see me working in next? That is very open-ended. Can we narrow it down some? All right.
Sarah, will I be in a romantic relationship this year?
Ooh, Sarah wants to know if she's going to be in a romantic relationship this year. Yes, ma'am, you are. You are most certainly going to be in a romantic relationship. Oh, someone wanted to know if their fertility treatments were going to work. What was her name?
I'm looking.
Brett. No, that's not it. Who was asking about fertility treatment? Oh, there we go. Francesca. Will my fertility treatments work? I do feel them working. I think that, I don't know that they're going to work the first time around because I feel you being super frustrated. I know, here I go. Try sitting in meditation. There's a couple of meditations if you go to YouTube, they're called Sitting in the Power. Try a couple of those just to kind of alleviate some of that stress because I can just feel the frustration.
Kara wants to know, will I weather this tech slowdown in my favor. That's what it says.
Well, the text.
Will I weather this tech slowdown in my favor?
Okay, Tiara wants to know if she's going to weather the tech slowdown in her favor. I do. You know, what Spirit dropped in was a symbol, and I saw you. Your feet were dug in, and you were doing this. You had your head down and moving forward. Not head down in a bad way, but like you were pushing forward. But you weren't doing it with stress. I felt no stress coming off of you. You're just like, yep, I've been through this before. Here we go again. I got this. And I feel like it's going to move you into an area that you would not have moved into if it wasn't for the slowdown. You know how sometimes Spirit sends you places that they've been tapping you on the shoulder to go, and you're like, yeah, no, thank you. And then something happens and you have to go in that direction. That's what I'm feeling. Thank y'all for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're making your office freezing.
I'm making my office freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Shalani, will I get pregnant in March? If not in April. I go towards the end of March. Kelly, will I get my farm? I do feel you getting your farm, Kelly, but I don't know why. I see you not, like I see you looking in the farm, and that's the one you think you're going to get, but you get this one over here. So make sure you're just keeping your options open.
Britt wants to know, will I get a job? Will I ever get a job?
Britt wants to know if she's ever going to get a job. You know, Britt, I do see you. I can imagine you never getting a job, but also, what am I seeing? I'm seeing, like, I don't know what kind of school this is for you, like cosmetology or an esthetician's. I see you doing something in that kind of realm. Have you ever thought about going to school to do something like that? Okay, Danny, I have to answer this. Will my in-laws ever stop being so unbearable to be around? I am so sorry to tell you, I do not feel that. Maybe you could start putting some CBD oil in their coffee in the morning or something. They're just cranky people, aren't they?
Andrea has my father reincarnated as my son.
Andrew wants to know
if her father has reincarnated as her son.
Has her father reincarnated as her son? I don't feel that, but I feel like that he's in line to come in 2 generations down. Okay, Allie, will Sean's biological mother ever contact him back? You know, I don't feel that. She's very, like, I'm not sure what happened in her life, but I feel that part of her life just being completely closed off and her not wanting to open it up again. And I know I can't imagine that, especially since it's a child involved, but that's what I feel coming off of her.
Are you doing more?
No. All right, I want to give a PSA to everyone. I will not direct message you. Just know I will not direct message you. And also, I have a class going on if anyone's interested in learning psychic mediumship. It starts March 15th. March 26th is Tucson. If y'all want to join, I think I had someone who said they were going to message me on that. If y'all want to join the, oh wow, okay. I don't see anyone messaging me yet. So if you want to join the event in Tucson, message me. It's on March 26th. If you want to hold your own event in Phoenix on March 24th, message me also, and we'll get something going with that. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Y'all have a good evening.